Hi everyone, I'm Bihan Chakraborty and today I'll be discussing LeetCode's problem number 1288, that is remove covered intervals. So this is February 22's day 20 problem, which is a medium level problem, and this can be solved using basic sorting. Okay, so if you check the topics, yeah, it's array and sorting. So what is the problem? Let's see it. So here we have been given an array intervals which contains two numbers. Okay, array of two numbers, pairs basically. It is an array of pairs. Okay, so it's represented by 2D array, but basically the inner array always contains two elements. So what are these? Each of the element are intervals. So this interval is starting from 1 and ending to 4 at 4. So the next starts at 3 and ends at 6, like that. So now we have to find the intervals that are overlapping and we have to remove them. Okay. So what that means is, suppose uh, let's consider this example. Okay. So we have 1 4, then 3 6, then 2 8. So if you check, 3 6 is completely overlapped by the event 2 8, right? That means 2 starts before 3 and 8 ends after 6. So this 3 6, this interval lies in between 2 and 8. That means this is completely overlapped by 2 8. So we remove this 3 6. Okay, so once we remove this 3 6 interval, how many intervals are left in the array? That is two elements, this one and this one. So answer is 2. Okay, so for this one also, 2 3 is completely overlapped by 1 4. So we remove 2 3 and the answer is 1, that is one element, one pair is remaining, this one. So this is the problem. And another thing is that all intervals given are unique. Okay, so let's see the problem. So initially we sort the given array, but the way we sort is we initially check the first element of the pair. Okay, so we sort the first element based on the ascending order, and in case that the first elements are equal. Okay, so suppose this one and this element was 1 as well. Okay, so if they are both equal, then we check the next elements, the second element of the pair, and we sort that on the descending order. So we check if a0 greater than b0, we return 1, and if it is less, we return -1. So this is the code for ascending order, and if they are both equal, then only these two conditions will be false. So we get here and we check the reverse thing. Okay, so if a of 1 is greater than b of 1 instead of this, so we return -1 here, and else we return 1. So it's the reverse here. Okay, so the first is sorted in ascending and the second one in descending, and if everything is equal, we return -1. That doesn't matter because they're equal. So now the maxend variable contains the first element's second value, that is the end interval of the first element, and answer contains the length of the array. Initially we are considering all the elements as our answer, that is none are overlapping with each other. Okay, so if you check this max end, okay, so the what is the first element, what is the first pair in the array? The first pair in the array contains the minimal start time, right? Because that is sorted in the ascending order. And for the descending order, for the second pair, if you check, then you can see that the first one is ascending, and if some consecutive pairs starting from the first element have the same start time, then this second value of the pair will be the highest time that at which it is ending, right? So suppose I have 1 2, then 2 3, like that. So it will be like this. Okay, the sorting will be like this. But in case I had 1 2, okay, suppose 1 3 and I had 1 2, then it would be sorted by in this order, because 1 2 won't be at the start, because we are sorting, if the first elements are equal, then we are sorting based on the second elements, and that is in descending order. So this is the format we will be in. So now starting from the second element of the array, we check whether the ending time of my current element is less than equals to max end. Okay, if it is so, that is that means max end holds the maximum end time that we have found till now. Okay, so if we find that if it is the, I mean, if the end time is less than max end, that means it's overlapping. Why? Because, and why we are not checking the start time, that is because if we sort based on the start time, that is, if I had 1 2, then I had suppose 2 2, if I had then 3 4, whatever it is, if we sort them, the next elements from the ith element, suppose this is my I, okay, suppose this is my ith element, so the next element's first value will always be greater than this starting value, because that is, it is sorted in ascending order. That means the starting points will always be overlapped by the initial starting point, right? The later points will always be inside the starting point, they will occur after the ith starting point, right? So if that is true, we check which ending time is inside max end as well. Okay, so if the current ending time is inside max end, then we decrease the answer. That means we are assuming that we are removing the element from the array, but we don't actually need to remove the element, we just reduce the answers. Okay, so after that, and if in this value, okay, so my current elements end time is greater than max end, that is it's not overlapping and we have found a greater bound, so we update the max end with the new ending time that is greater than the previous one. Okay, so like that we increase our bounds to check, and start time will always be fine because the consecutive elements that we will get I plus 1 I plus 2, their start time will always be greater than ith start time, and that is why we can say that they are all inside ith start time, they are occurring after ith start time. Now we just need to check the end time. So that is how we reduced our problem from start and end to just end time. See, if we sort based on start time, then that is automatically handled. So this is the problem here. And if you have liked my video, please like, and if you have any comments, please like, if you have any doubts or queries, please comment down below. And yeah, please subscribe my channel and see you in the next video.